Hello and welcome everyone to Cup2Hook number 93. My name is Cynthia with Cynthia's Joyful Creations. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, my beautiful sweet friends. How are you? This is a look of South Carolina heat. It's hot outside, y'all. And some of you were talking last night that y'all were expecting snow today. Oh my gosh. There's anything but snow here. It got up to a high of like 93 today. And here at 7 o'clock, it is actually 88 degrees outside. So hello, everyone that is here with me already. And welcome and hello to all those that will be coming in later and watching this on the replay. Please be sure and leave a comment. Let me know you stopped by and visited for a little while, and I would love to read your comments and respond back to you. Hello, Jen. Thank you for coming over, and Miss Shirley and Lisa and Jean. Shirley says, I hope all are ready for another joyful evening. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you guys for the way you're welcoming each other in. That just always, always makes my heart smile. We are definitely family here. Hello, Angela. Thanks for coming over to my house tonight. Jean says, how is everyone tonight? I know for some of you, today was the last day of school, so you're breathing a sigh of relief. The summer has arrived. For some of you, I've heard you've got one more week. And then, you know, we say summer is going to be the time to kick back and relax, but we always get busy with summer activities. So I don't know, maybe we're just trading one season of events for another season of events, but hopefully everyone will have an awesome summer. Shirley is surprising us. She says she is actually switching up tonight from Dr. Pepper to drink and resting from crochet for a little bit. I hear you, Shirley. Sometimes you just have to do that. Everyone's continuing to say hello. And Jean is right there with you, Shirley. She says, I hear you, Shirley. I am diamond painting tonight. Been cleaning and crocheting all day. Well, I hope that it is okay to say it here. And you know what? I think it's in the living room. If y'all will give me just a minute, I'm going to mute my mic a minute and see if I can get Mr. Joyful and get him to bring this in here. Miss Jean, I hope it's okay for me to share the beautiful happy mail that you sent me. It's all right. Oh my goodness. That reminded me I have something to share tonight. I'll see that. Little tease, little tease. Oh my gosh, Jean, this was beautiful. And it was just the purple joy pick-me-up I needed. But look what she made and sent me. Isn't that adorable? And it's a scrubby yarn, and it's so soft. It's really a present to Mr. Joyful and I. But anyway, I have to say, Jean, I absolutely love this sticker. And y'all, it's going to be a banner one day. I should have done it for tonight. Be glad. Joy is ahead. And she sent me some hugs. And I don't always share my happy mail because I like to keep it kind of intimate between me and the person. But she was talking about doing diamond painting, and it reminded me of her gift. And I knew, Jean, immediately that you had made this, that you had designed it and made it. And don't get me wrong, I love my scrubby, but this card meant more to me than anything else. But look at this cute little card. And she did that. She did all of that. And I'm just letting you take it in. I mean, there's just so much detail. And I think about the time spent coloring it in. And to know that someone has to be thinking about you that entire time. I mean, that is just, it just gives you squishy, squishy thoughts. So she definitely was sending me hugs. And then on the inside, she had this really pretty rose. And I think I can share this. It just says, Cynthia, appreciate all you do. There's a little something for you. Love and hugs, Jean. And I love the way you did the little logo on your card too, Jean. That is so nifty. But handmade with love. And then she wrote her name right through the center of it. So thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone's still saying hello to each other. And Shirley, I saw you were next with a comment, but my chat jumped. Let's see. There we go. Shirley says, my hands burn from learning to use the walker. Then I have these 2 senior Afghans. So that is why she has taken a break. Angela says, I'm needing a joy-filled evening and some good company. So glad I can be here. I'm glad you can be here too. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to need y'all tonight because with the heat, and I am exhausted. I'm struggling to stay awake. I might have to switch from my tea in a minute to some coffee. Hello, Pam. Welcome in. Hello, Melissa. She says, hey, beautiful joy friend, Cynthia. And Shirley, Angela says, oh, Shirley, burning hands makes crocheting hard to do. Definitely, definitely. Oh, Melissa, thank you. Well, my sweet friend, I got something for you. This is just for you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that, Melissa. Oh my gosh, Pam says it is still 84 degrees there. It's going down here. It's 88 at almost 7:18. Whew. I like warmer weather, but that's hot. We're never happy, are we? Lisa says in Australia, it's 7 degrees or 44.6 Fahrenheit there for her. Wow, that's cold. Lisa says she is knitting a pouch. Maybe she'll come up and share with us in a little bit. And let's see. Everyone's asking how you're doing, sweet Melissa. Hello, Angel Fire Creations. How are you? Welcome in. So glad you're here with us tonight. Melissa's telling Lisa she's doing great. Y'all, I'm so tired. I'm going to be stumbling through this. I apologize. Pam says, Lisa, your alphabet washcloths turned out really nice. The letters really popped out with the yellow towards the end. Yes, yes. I'm also hoping she's going to come share that with y'all. Hint, hint. Shirley says, love that saying. Yes, it's definitely going to have to be a banner. Be glad, joy is ahead. And as you've noticed, the one going across the screen tonight says, when joy is a habit, love is a reflex. You're welcome, Melissa. I lost my chat again. Oh, thank you, Lisa, for the joy thumbs. If you don't mind, I do appreciate if everyone would leave a joy thumb so everyone can find us. Isn't that Shirley? She was saying that Jean's card was so beautiful, and so is Angel Fire. She did a really, really great job on that. Jean says, when I mailed it, I gave our lonely postmaster one and got an order for a dozen. Aww. Which I did know that story because you had shared it with me, but it's just so sweet that you shared it here with everyone else as well. All right. Lisa was dancing for Melissa's little video there. Hello, Darla. Welcome in. She says hi to everyone in the chat. And Angela says that it is 77 degrees in Kansas. It's warm. Jean says it hit 96 with the feel like the temperature was 101 here today. I think Jean and I are about an hour apart, somewhere around there. So I feel you, Jean. I know what you're saying. Shirley says, we were supposed to get snow, but that's been canceled. Thank goodness tomorrow is Lamar Days. Yes, thank goodness then that it got canceled. Thank you, Melissa. She says she loves the banner. Hello, Candy. Welcome in. She says, hi, Mama Joyful. I am listening at work. And I think I'm caught up in the chat. So let me grab my notes. And let's see what's going on today. What is going on for episode 93? Can y'all believe that? 2.5 years we've been doing these Cup2Hook conversations. So tell me, what's in your cup? What's on your hook? Tonight, I am drinking out of, I have to turn it because the pattern, I drink holding it with my right hand versus my left hand. I can, but I'm not as steady. But I'm drinking out of my Choose Joy mug, my little tiny, cutesy little Choose Joy mug. I like to hold it this way. It's kind of full, so I'm trying to be careful. But guess what I'm drinking tonight, or will be, because it's still a little bit warm. This is good. This is good stuff here. It's by Bigelow, and it's a yummy caramel black tea, and it's called Salted Caramel or caramel, depending on where you're from. It's funny because sometimes I'll say caramel, but then a lot of times I say caramel. So I don't know. Like I always say caramel apples, but if I'm just saying it, like I want some of the little caramel candies, I say caramel. So isn't that weird? But that is what is in my cup. Tell me what is in your cup. Lisa says, last week of autumn for us, and then winter comes. Oh, I love autumn. That's my favorite time of the year. Hello, Miss VJ. Welcome in. She says, hello, everyone, and happy Friday. Miss VJ, I was so sad. I was supposed to get off work at 2:45 today, which would have got me home in plenty of time to get comfortable, grab a project, and sit down and listen to you, my friend. But I did not get off work until 5 o'clock. So that did not happen. So I have to go back so I can see what my friends' finished objects were for today. But I'm glad you are here now so I can get some VJ love. Candy says, I walk to work, and of course, it's been raining on and off, right? Isn't that how it goes? Lisa says she just had some coffee. And for those of you that are not familiar with Miss Lisa, she is from Australia. So it is Saturday morning for her right now. Thank you, Melissa and friends, for welcoming VJ in. Hello, sweet Susan. How are you? She says, hello, how are you doing? I think most of us are doing great. It's a little hot, but we're surviving. It could always be worse, right? Everyone is saying hello to Susan. Thank you so much for that. Welcoming her in. Pam says, I just finished supper. Dr. Pepper is in the cup. I think Dr. Pepper is always in your cup. And finished a lovey before eating and about to start another one. Sweet. That is awesome, my friend. You know, you're welcome to come up in a little bit and show your lovey. Susan says, wow, I need some of that. It sounds good. I think you're talking about my tea. Melissa's got coffee in her cup. VJ's got tea in her cup. She says, which way filet is on her hook? Oh my gosh. Filet work is so beautiful. Darla says, I am crocheting over wire hangers to give away and my family her family reunion. And she is drinking lemon water. Oh, wow. That's really good for a hot day. Of course, it may not be as hot where you're at. Angel Fire says that they have Sprite in their cup. Susan saying hello back to everyone. Hello, sweet Keith. How are you doing tonight? And lemonade is in his cup, and he's working on an amigurumi frog, fully relying on God. I hear you, my friend. And Keith, I'm going to tell you like I'm in telling everybody else. Please feel free to come up and share. I'll be dropping that link in just a minute. I keep hitting my name badge. I forgot to take my name badge off. That job is done till Monday. You guys, my chat keeps jumping. All right, here we go. Hello, Mama Susu. How are you? Welcome in. Thanks for coming over tonight. Angela says, need to get some water in my cup and work on my Stearns poncho. I hear you. She says, I'm finally on the border. Oh, I'll tell you what, I was so happy to have mine done. I have worn it once. I wore it last Saturday to the farmer's market, but I am going to frog the heart wooden buttons that I have on it. And I've already bought new buttons. I don't know if I can get to them or not. I tell you what, I'll look for those buttons after I get done with everything and I'm letting people come up. I had to buy new buttons. My little tiny heart ones, I only skipped 2 spaces, but they're not staying in. They're popping out. And I'm happy to say it's not because it's snug. It's just they're not staying in the hole. So I got bigger buttons so that it'll stay. But oh my gosh, got lots of compliments on it. So I'm excited for you, Angela. I know how just grinding it was to finish it. So I hope you get yours finished soon. Hello, sweet Nana Michelle. Welcome in, my friend. Thank you for coming over. She says, hi, everyone. Nana Raid. Thank you for the Nana Raid. I appreciate that. And she says, thank you, VJ, for you and Dee coming up. It made it so much easier with you guys and effortless. Always a pleasure having people up. Oh, it is, Nana Michelle. It is. And I'm so excited that you ladies had a wonderful time. Thank you, everyone, for welcoming Keith and Sue and Nana Michelle in. I appreciate that. BJ says, I'm glad you got the extra hours at work. Thank you. I needed them, especially after missing the first half of this week. In case there are people here who didn't know, I had gotten a UTI, and the antibiotic they put me on, I had a bad allergic reaction. And 5 days later, I called and said to the doctor, something's going on. They got me off and got me on new ones. I'm clearly fine. So I had some hours to make up. But with that being said, I have 3 extra hours in. So it's going to be a nice paycheck. Lisa says, yep, Saturday morning, and it is 9:25 a.m. Everyone's welcoming each other in still. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate that, making everyone feel at home here. Susan's got iced tea, and Bago Day is on her hook, and it looks like it's going to rain. Well, sounds like a great time for tea, crochet, and joyful creations, right? Thank you so much, VJ, for welcoming Nana Michelle in. She says, thank you for having me up. Love your work and glad I was able to help. Of course you are. You are a sweetheart, and this is an amazing and awesome supportive community. And everyone is continuing to say hello. VJ says, and I forgot I'm coming as a Nana Raid. I love it. I love it. All right. So what news is on our cup? Is on our agenda. So we talked about what is in our cup, and we've been talking a little bit about what's on our hooks. In a minute, I'm going to drop a link if anyone would like to come share, even if it's not finished. Just show us what you're doing and just say hi. We did not have any birthdays to celebrate this past week. And you know why that is? Because somebody somewhere out there had a birthday. They just didn't tell us. So if you don't think I have your birthday, please, please, in the comment right now, drop your birthday or send me an email. I'll even help you out. I'm going to pop up my email here. But send me your birthday, and that way we can make sure you have a special birthday video on your day, so all of our Joy friends can come over and leave you beautiful, joyful, happy birthday messages. So I'm saying it's your fault we had no birthdays to celebrate because somebody didn't tell us it was their birthday. You know, I'm saying that lightheartedly. So if you are here and you had a birthday and we didn't know about it, happy birthday. But please, please make sure I know when your birthday is. You guys, did you see the Traveling Box of Joy update video? Finally, I felt like Michael Jackson's Thriller. I was like, finally. Our boxes are on the move, and they're really moving. They're moving now. So yes, as you notice, the box from New Jersey is now home with me in South Carolina, and I will be holding on to it until we bring the other 2 boxes home, where at that time, we will put everybody that participated in box 1 and everybody that participated in box 2 and everybody that participated in box 3, and we'll do a random drawing, and somebody that had that box will end up with it to keep. Yay, I'm so excited. But that won't be until closer to July. So our boxes are still traveling. So let's see. Mama Swiss box left. Oh, my memory can't remember all this. It left, I want to say California, but I want to double check before I say it. Yes, it left California, And it went to Miss Christy from Christy Baum in Oklahoma. It left Christy and it went to Shirley Razzie in Colorado. And that will be in next week's update. Shirley's video will be airing Monday around 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The next update will be next Thursday, but Shirley's already sent her box off today, and it is headed to Miss Edith in, I think, I closed my thing out. I think it's either Michigan or Minnesota. I can't remember. Let me go back in here. I think it's Minnesota, but oh my goodness. Got to get that back open. But anyway, the boxes are moving, you guys. Oh my gosh, they are moving. Let me pull this back up. And yes, she lives in Minnesota. So that is where it is heading. So yay. So box 3 is on the move. So I'm excited. I sent Miss Edith an email just a few minutes ago saying, Joy's coming your way. Let me know when it has landed. All right. Lisa says, mine is coming soon. I'm not sure what that means. What does that mean, Lisa? Oh, your birthday. Oh. Well, make sure I have it. I'm pretty sure I have your birthday, but make sure. And Mama Sue says hers is January the 1st. So I got to find a pen. Here we go. Thank you for that, Mama Sue. You are a New Year's baby. Whoop, whoop. Yes, Pam. She says all 3 are on the move. Whoop, whoop. Lisa says, yes, saw the boxes moving. I know. I was so excited. Melissa says that is amazing. Yes, Lisa, your birthday is coming. June the 16th. What? Yes. I was like, that just passed. That was May the 16th. I'm telling y'all, I'm tired. I'm tired. Yes, Lisa, it is coming June the 16th. My camera is right in front of this last comment. Susan, here, let's just put it up on screen. Susan says, have to go. Take care. Hugs and love. Thank you so much, Susan, for coming by. Mwah, mwah. Take care and have a great weekend. And if you can, come back for movie night. All right. Our Saturday shout out was the sweet Marquita Makes Naughty Crush. I did not know her channel, but when she joined my family, I went over and checked her out, and she is indeed a small channel, so definitely wanted to give her a shout out. I always say I'm going to go check out their channel before I get on, but you know, I'm usually always sliding in here straight from work, and it just never happens. So I'm going to pull her up. I always like to see how many subscribers they've increased from the time of the shout out till now. It's always fun. It's kind of like a game. And let's see, there is her channel right there. When I did the shout out, she had 545 subs, and she now has 560. Yay! That is awesome. Oh my goodness. Yay, Marquita. That is awesome. Y'all, she's so cute. She joined YouTube in March of 2012. She did her first video in December of 2020. And she's from Alabama. And she's married and she has 3 daughters. She adores all things craft related. And she wants to build camaraderie through crafting. So if you have not gone and checked out her channel yet, please do. I have her shout out video and her channel both listed in the description box below. All right. I have one more thing, and then we can bring up our friends. So let me go grab that link and drop it so they can go ahead and start trying to come on up. Thank you guys for hugging and loving Susan out. Hello, sweet Mare. Welcome in. Thank you, everyone, for welcoming in Mare. I know, VJ, she is, isn't she? She said Marquita is a sweetheart. Yes, she is. Shirley says, that was so much fun. I love going through it. I hate doing the video because I'm so bashful, but it is part of the fun. Well, thank you. Thank you. And again, Shirley's video will air at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my channel on Monday. Thank you, everyone, for loving and welcoming Mare in. All right, here's the link for anyone that wants to come up and share what is on their hook. So there it is. And while we're doing that, let me clean the screen off here. I'm even going to go ahead and take my email down. But again, if you don't think I have your birthday, please share it with us so we can love you up on your birthday. All right. I am no longer in the wheelchair. Yay! I am so happy to have my computer chair. And Mr. Joyful got one as well. You'll see it on movie night tonight. His is obviously a different color. It is not purple, but I will leave that surprise for movie night. Tempt you to come back. But he was going to get floor mats for us to put underneath the chairs because, you know, we pulled all our carpets up and we have hardwood floors. But instead, he ended up buying these special caster wheels or whatever that are designed just for hardwood floors. And you guys, these chairs can slide. Yep, that's right. We played. That's how we know. They can move. And if you're not careful, they'll spin you quite rather fast. And if you're really not careful, they'll dump you in the floor. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But let me show you my chair. I am so excited. I really used it to the fullest last night. I may have to tilt my camera down just a little bit. If you see some junk, just ignore it. Remember, I'm doing farmer's market. So, but this is my gorgeous chair. Can y'all see that? I think you can see it. I'm going to bring it close for a minute. As you can tell, it's got a lumbar pillow here, and that can come off. It's got a lumbar pillow here, and on the back here is a cord that it can plug in, and it's got the little USB. And you guys, that's right. This lumbar pillow can massage your back. I was like, yep, I'm sold right there. That's definitely a winner for me. But you guys, I have never had a computer chair. And of course, actually, this is a gaming chair. But let me make sure you can see this. I hope y'all can see this. Let me tilt this camera down just a little bit more. My big old craft table starting to get in the way, but hopefully you can see this. All right. Let me see if I can. There we go. All right. This slides out. Here, you can see it a little bit more there. This flips up, and I have a footrest. But even nicer, is it can recline back. And then I have to lock it in place for it to stay. And look at there. Isn't that nice? So now y'all know how I am watching Call the Midwife. I got TV right up there on the wall. I can pull it out from the wall and I can just lay back here, dim the lights, and I'm set to go. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. And I knew I was going to do that. I pushed the wrong one. I just raised the chair. I definitely can't get in it when it's that high. But anyway, all right. I don't see anybody in the basement. Anybody coming to see me? And then, of course, this just flips back over and slides back in. But I'm going to have to push this chair down. There's Miss Pam. Back over. Hello, sweet Pam.
Howdy, howdy.
But I'm going to have to. I got to try and get my chair back down or I can't get in it.
I had to go mute you. I still had the YouTube on.
Oh. All right, there we go.
I switched up and I have a camera now.
Well, how are you?
I'm good. Love your chair.
Thank you. I do too. Oh, let me fix my camera. Whew. I'm worn out now. All right.
Okay, well,
what you got to show us today?
There's that.
Look.
It's dark. Hold up. Let me see if you can see the bottom. It's the skyline.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. It says Nashville, of course.
Yep. But y'all, it's on a photographer's backdrop stand. I don't know whose show or whose channel I saw it on, but they said that's what they use for their craft shows. So I picked one up. So, and then this is another in the works thing. It's a bag a day.
That is beautiful.
And I don't remember this colorway, but it's one of the crystal cakes.
I was going to say, it reminds me kind of a little bit of the jewel tones. That is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. It's all shimmery. But this is her, what, Love of My Life shawl or something like that, I think is what it's called.
Oh, wow. That is really pretty.
And this is the baby blanket that I was telling you about. And, of course, I didn't grab the lovey, but this is the...
Wow. Look at the different textured of stitches.
And this is the Study of Texture by Crochet Crowd. Mikey.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, but it's a good size for a baby blanket, but my granddaughter's blanket was bigger, so I've got to add to it. But yep, so that's what I got for you.
That is nice. I love it. I love it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, hello, Miss Lisa.
Hello.
Greetings.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. I was busy sewing in. As you can tell.
Right. So
but I do have.
What are you making? Oh,
this was. That's the pouch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow.
But this will be this.
Okay.
Once I'm finished.
Those are nice.
And then this one, this is the cord.
Right.
That will go in the eyelets.
Look at that. That is so nice.
But once it's in the right way, of course.
Right. I love that purple and white. That is pretty.
Yeah. That's why I try and mix them up a little bit to make them look. And then I got remember not last week, because I wasn't online, week before I was trying to get everything done. Now, I don't know. Remember the N?
I do, yes. Is that supposed to be an X?
That's supposed to be the N.
Oh.
It's hard. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to see it when you're doing in variegated wool. Right. But I do have it in.
It's hard to see it even in the pictures you sent. Right. There you go. Yes.
Yeah. So it does do better in the
Solid.
solid than what it does in the variegated.
Yes.
So if I hold it like this, you can sort of just picture
You
where
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I try and that's why I always like doing the alphabet in the solid colours, because you do see it better.
You do. You do.
Yeah. And then I'll leave the variegated ones to maybe making a baby's blanket or a beanie. But I've done all the alphabet, they're all done. So
I
they're
know
all
you're
finished.
happy.
Yes, they take ages to do.
Well, there's a lot of letters in the alphabet.
Yeah, and there's 26 of them. But mind you, I've also done, I was, the other day I was on, because that was the end, and then I don't know, because the other day I think it was yesterday or the day before, I was on, I think it was Kelly's Crochet, and Sunita was up, and she was asking about the, there's the O, about whether I put these into a blanket. I said I haven't learned how to put them together as a blanket yet, which I'm going to do. I got some spares there that I'll do. So, and I have put, would you believe, I have made scarves. I've made scarves in each letter, but in people's names.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll go up with, say if I do your name, Cynthia, I'll do the C, the Y, the N, the THIA, and then at the other end, I might put the year that I've made it.
Oh, that is really cool. Those are going to be special scarves.
Yeah.
You've already done something like that though, right?
They turn out beautiful. But the only thing is you definitely, if you make them in the scarf, that the people have made them for, they're happy to how they've turned out. But you definitely, if you make them in the scarf, because see how it curls?
Right.
You'd have to make sure you sort of block it.
Gotcha.
But if you're happy with how they turn out, well then yeah, I just send them out to people. But yeah, so every single letter of the alphabet is completely done now. So now I'm up to just doing the pouches, and then what I do is where I send them, I'll put in like a little toy.
Oh, yeah.
So so that one will go with this one. So when the child if it goes to a child, they can put it in the pouch.
That is so sweet, Lisa.
And then they can carry it around, and then it closes.
Look.
That's so
love
cute.
It's just something different, trying, because there's a lot of children out there too that, a lot of people concentrate on, just the bigger people, and they forget about the littler people.
Right.
I try and do, and I also finished this one.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Lisa.
You can see the pattern.
Yes.
Now this is for a 6-month-old baby.
Oh my gosh.
And I've got a friend whose daughter is due to have a baby any time. But I did it for a 6-month-old, so then that way when the baby's just laying there, I mean, it would be a bit big, but it might be for the warmth more than anything. Now it's coming in winter. So I thought, well, that'll give her a nice, and it finishes off with like this.
That is pretty. I love that border.
And you start off with the border up the top too. You work from the neck and you work down. So it's all done in one.
That is exquisite.
And I've done this in a grey one too, but I think it's further down in my bag. But I've done it I'm going to do it I'll show you the colour, the next one. Oh, just reach it. In the next one, I'm going to do it with this colour. I'm going to do in this color.
Oh, wow. That red. Yeah, that's pretty.
And would you believe it's not a red? You're getting it as a red, but it's not a red. It's
No.
it's like a it looks like it could belong in the brown family.
Oh,
That's
like
what I'm
maybe a
getting it.
coral?
Yeah, that might be what it is. Coral, maybe,
Coral?
yeah.
Okay.
But because our wool doesn't go by colours, it goes by numbers.
That's how the UK is too.
So I can't officially give you the
Right.
colour. So, like I said, you're saying red, but it's not red at all.
And I appreciate you showing the ball band because with the label, because that's undoubtedly a
Yeah,
yarn that you get from your country.
yeah. This is the yarn that I can get. It's from our local store is called Spotlight, and this is what they carry. Plus, they also carry one. If you just give me a minute, I'll just grab it. It's just here. We've just got in. We've also got. I don't know how long they've had this branding for, but this one says Spot Saver US style.
Oh, wow.
Now
That
that's
looks
it.
like a red heart.
I'm guessing this will probably be our version of your red heart, and that's it. Does say, oh, hang on, what does it say? Well, you use a size 5 knitting needle, so I'm be guessing you'll use a size 5 crocheting hook. But this one does have a color on it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Natural.
Yep. So I was thinking of doing the I got this one in this color and a white, but I'm going to do the Bag O' Day blanket where she does the single crochet with the double crochet in the one hoop
Oh,
for
yeah.
a baby for a baby blanket.
Oh, that's going to be pretty.
So I was thinking I might start with natural first and then do the white and then do natural white, and finish with the natural. But I got this. This was the wool the other day when I said to you I was going to go shopping.
Yes.
When I said I had the voucher where I got, if you spent $100, you got $40 back.
Nice.
So I got, I think it was 6 of these, 6 of the white, and 6 of this one.
Wow.
And this one is a pink.
That's pretty.
And like I said, it doesn't have the color.
It kind of looks like a mauve.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny saying that. It was in the pink aisle on the stand with all the pinks. So I
Right.
was taking it as pink, but like I said, the camera doesn't do a lot of the colors justice.
Right. I have that issue too.
Yeah, so it makes it hard. So this one I was thinking also a baby jacket.
That'll be pretty.
And a baby jacket and I got a pattern for a baby beanie and I'll do baby mittens with it and then I'll make a set.
That'll be cute.
That is going to be awesome.
I think
You
if
know
I
you're
do
gonna come show us what?
I will be showing you, but it will be I'm pretty sure I should get a set if I do a 0 to 3 month out of this.
Oh wow, yeah.
Just the one skein. I think I worked it out. So I've got a lot of knitting to do.
I feel so bad for you. I'm just my heart's just breaking for you.
Oh, it keeps me busy. And out of
I'm
trouble.
being sarcastic.
I know. Actually, I got 5. I end up with 5 of each color of those ones, of these ones.
Wow, that's a pretty color. I like that.
I've never, you know what, I've never knitted with a natural colour. So this is going to be the first.
That
So,
natural would go with anything, though.
oh, it does. That's what
Mhm.
I try and have a lot of white in my stash because I know white goes with everything as well. But not always, because like someone will say, have you got white, can you do this? And I'll look, oh, I've got cream. And because a lady had asked me about doing a baby blanket for her son's due, I think she said August, his girlfriend's due, pink and white if you've got it. I said, I've got cream. Can I do cream and white? She goes, yeah, that'll do. You know, so it's sort of good. So, oh, well, I've got that one out. That belongs over there. If I don't put that with where it's got to go, or it'll go elsewhere.
I know that. I know that story. I've been the author of that story many times.
Oh, I know. It's you sort of think you've got bags and things everywhere. So I'll put that one over there. That's where that one belongs. And see, I got 4 of these full of dishcloths. As you can tell, I've got
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So that's got the letter J on it. So yeah, so that's what I was doing when I said to you about I'll have it done. So this one is this one. It's the same
Pretty
brand.
yarn.
This one here is the same brand as this one, but instead of saying US style, it says I can't even pronounce the word. I know it started with a P.
I like those colors.
Yes.
These, as Bag a Day would say, this is my colour.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I was thinking of her when I did the end. I said to my daughter, I can knit a hat up and send it to Crystal because these are her colours.
That's right. That's
They
right.
are.
Every time I see a colour like this or I hear a Queen song, I automatically think of Crystal.
Oh my gosh, my feet hurt.
It is so funny. It's just
That is
so
really
funny.
pretty yarn. Yeah.
It is. And you know what? It's so nice to knit with, which, like I said, depending on what I'm knitting with and to what size needles it asks for. But then I brought this white wool.
Oh, that is
So,
a pretty stark white.
Mm-hmm.
Brought it from my local Aldi store. At first, it was one of those that just kept slipping off the needle.
It was not
But
behaving.
so I just think it's probably because it's a different texture to the others. It's more softer. It's a baby. It came on with a baby label, like for baby crocheting a jacket or something. So, or knitting a jacket.
Shiny.
Yeah, I think because it's so shiny, soft, and
It kind of looks like pure and simply soft.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's supposed to be an 8. Well, for us, 8 ply.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it might be like a 4 ply. That's what it feels like it's coming across. It doesn't feel like an 8 ply. But it does its work. That's what I look at it. I'm dropping my wool all over the place.
Lisa's going to be like, I got to quit coming up on Cynthia's panel because now I got to clean up after I get off.
That doesn't bother me. I don't know whether
I do appreciate you ladies coming up every week. It really makes my heart just so happy.
it's good to look even to the you.
Oh yeah.
I like those. Those are so neat.
They are.
And this is an Aldi's brand wool as well.
That is nice.
They always I love knitting up what I can knit up. You know. Yeah, you make mistakes, but that's how you learn, isn't it?
It is. It is. Lisa, I just love your enthusiasm. I mean, even if it's not working out, you just have this just beautifulness about you, and the way you go about just turning something bad around into something good, and just
Thank you.
like you just said, you making an adventure out of it. It's
Yes.
a journey. It's a great journey.
Yeah,
And
I
like
got
you
these.
said, you learned something along the way.
I got these ones. I got these. These are washcloths too, but I'm going to practice on these ones. This one has a Christmas present on it. Oh, if you can
Oh,
see
I
it.
see it now. I see it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, with the bow on top.
Yep.
Yep. And then I've got one with a Christmas tree.
I see it.
Mhm.
And then there, I think I might have showed you this before. There's the Christmas stocking,
Yes, and then you can see the little loop.
little bow up the top.
Yep.
And then there's the footprint.
Yes.
And then there's one that says a cat.
Yes.
Oh,
I
yep.
see it.
And then the footprint in the white. This is the one I think I
Love that
showed you,
print.
Cynthia, that it has the mistakes going across the top.
Happy
I
little
thought she
accident.
Did she not promise us, Pam, that she was going to quit pointing out that there were mistakes in that one?
Happy little accidents, like Bob Ross.
There
Yeah,
you
and you
go.
know what?
There you go.
But you know what? The happy little accidents make it look even more special.
That's
Exactly.
right. That's right.
So I'm going to try and learn to put them together. See, there's even a mistake in this one. Look,
Oh,
What'd you just call it?
happy
a
little
happy little accident. I'm going to learn to put them together like this. So it will sit. Hang on. So then that way they will sit together like this and try and make it as a blanket.
Right.
But crochet around the corners.
That will be great.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that
I
will help
watched.
it lay flat too and keep from where the knitting is curling.
Yeah,
I've heard
See,
people do that.
I've watched too much Bag of Day stuff.
Hey, but she's a great person to learn from.
Oh,
Mhm.
she is.
Yeah.
She is fantastic to learn from, and
I think she's all of our mentor.
you know, and I'm thinking I probably would get the needle in between a crocheting hook between here to be able to do it. So
So,
yeah.
yeah.
So this is going to be my practice run, but it'll be on the back burner for a moment.
Lisa, even if you had to take a smaller crochet hook and do like, single crochet them to start with,
Yeah.
and then you could do
Yeah,
that.
like start with maybe a 3.5 going around the border.
Mm-hmm. So
And
even if
then
you
go,
had to create just a small single crochet just to get that crochet
yeah,
stitch, then
yeah,
you can even go to a larger hook to actually do the crocheting of them together.
that's a good idea.
So,
I like
see,
it. All work together.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So that's what I was thinking of doing, was sort of doing that with those and then convert it in practice. This will be my practice run when I come to it. But I'll finish everything else first. I've got one more pouch to do, and then that's the end of the pouches, because I've got a book. I've got a little book to go in both of the pouches once the second one's done. But I was thinking of doing the brown wool that's over on the floor now. I can't reach it. I was thinking of doing the last pouch in that one with the white to go around. Oh, now I can't even find it.
Like
Oh,
I
well.
said, you have to clean up after coming on Cynthia's.
You know what? I can't even find. Oh, this with this one, I found it. I'll do that in the brown with the white.
Oh,
With
yeah.
the browns on the,
Now,
with the brown on the,
Did you knit an I cord? Is that what that is?
a cord.
I cord. Mm-hmm.
I just did it with the wool. You can. It does tell you can
Like
use. You can make a drawstring, like what I've done, or with crochet chains, or you can use a cord or is it binding? Bias, BIAS. That's what it has written there.
Well, let's just educate
So I
ourselves.
don't know what a bias binding is.
I have
I'm
no
going
idea.
to tell you.
Thank
Whether
you.
that's just, I don't know whether that's just an Australian thing or I don't know, but I've always did mine with the crocheting as the crocheting. But that has 100 chain. That's 100 chains.
That looks like what I use on my drawstring bags.
Yeah. I've always crocheted them because it just looks a little bit more neater than using a cord. And more softer if you're giving it to a child.
Right.
That's how I look about it. I couldn't even tell you what a bias binding is. But one good thing about this pattern is you can use a 4 or a 5 ply wool, and it's got the pattern for a 4 of the 5. But because I'm using 8 ply, you do it with a different thing. But then you follow the 4 to 5. It does have what you need, and when you need to do the eyelets, you go back to the 4 to 5 ply wool. So it's not too bad to do so. And you can whip these up within, if you use one colour, and because you're going straight knitting, you could have one of these done within an hour and a half.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. But because I mixed it up and put a bit of the white in there, I only just finished it before I came up on live with you, and I started this yesterday.
Wow.
So
I
but
Googled,
yeah.
I Googled bias. So
Okay.
for you, it must be an Australian term because the only thing I could find falling under bias is like having a bias or oh gosh, I can't think.
See, to me, I would have gone bias as in you're being biased about something.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
But I've never heard of a bias binding before, so
No.
I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna run and grab a one of the pouches I crocheted. It's similar to what she's done, but it's crochet. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, it was calling it like an opinion or like a prejudice. So it wasn't coming up with anything like as an object. And the only other thing is it said bias was like a bowling ball where it didn't have an even,
even yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
gonna look through the chat a minute and see what we've got. I'm sure we've got lots of... Go ahead.
I noticed someone's put down something about sorry for your loss. Well, we were sort of chatting.
Yeah, we definitely need to check on that.
So I don't know who's lost what.
So Mary was talking about my chair, and she said, chair Olympic race is coming soon. Mama Sue says, oh, that's nice. Love the new chair. Thank you, guys. Darla says, awesome chair. Hello, Racine. I know you've probably been here for a while, love, because it's now 8:12, and your comment was at 7:43. So God bless you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you, all of you that took care of her and welcomed her in. VJ says, that is wonderful. Mine has an AC plug and it heats and or massages. Well, I don't know if that one heats or not, VJ. I'll have to find out. Shirley said, oh, go ahead.
We know where VJ's sleeping, don't we? On her chair.
Right. Shirley says, that's so awesome, Cynthia. How do you order that? Todd ordered it off of Amazon, and I've got to get Miss Shirley the link. Miss Sylvia the link. Excuse me. So Miss Shirley will send it to you as well. And of course, Pam Lisa was commenting on your blanket, and she said it was gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
Angela loved your blanket as well. Mare said, awesome blanket. Shirley says, Cynthia, you are walking so good. I'm jealous. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Shirley. Don't be jealous. I worked hard for that walk. We still call it the penguin walk, but I still worked hard for that walk. But thank you. You're going to get there, my friend. You're going to get there. Mama Susu just had subscribed to you, Pam. And everyone was saying hello to both you ladies when you were up talking. And my chat just jumped. So Pam, go ahead and show what you got, love.
Okay, and thank you, VJ. She says that bias tape or a bias binding is a narrow strip of fabric, typically plain weave cut on the bias.
Oh,
all that is
yes.
cut on the bias.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yes.
Now that someone else has said it. Yeah.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
That is cute, Pam. Let me put you up.
Okay. And these are just some little dice pouches that I was making.
Is that a Jada Stitch one? A Jada Creation one?
This is a Be Creative sitting on the couch created one.
Okay, because I know Jada Creation's got one out like that too.
Oh, see?
Yeah,
similar. I just worked in the round, and then it's just half double.
That's beautiful.
And then I did the same thing. I just made a little cord. It's not going to focus in on it. And then this one, I put little beads on the thingy.
That's cute. I like that.
So, but yeah, I was just making dice pouches for Comic-Con. Y'all, getting used to the camera and like having to be opposite is, and then that one. And this one's out of cotton from Hobby Lobby.
That is cute. I like all that sparkle.
Yep.
That is
gorgeous. Got the bling bling. So yeah.
Did you use your scrap of yarn to make them up, or did you just have whatever wool you had?
I just mainly used scrap. Like I was making, what was I making? Just whatever. This one was left over from a baby blanket. This one, I think I was making a hat. This is from that same baby blanket. See, this is the same yarn. It's just
done different.
Works up different. And I made some smaller ones.
Oh, that's nice. Love that color.
I do. Yeah, that bright color.
Nice. I can see a baby jacket in that one.
That's another Hobby Lobby yarn. Yarn Bee.
We don't get Hobby Lobby here. We got to order it online.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's the little bags I was making, the little dice pouches. I'll have to go look at Jada's and see. But yeah, this was just, I just worked in the round until I got it as big as I wanted it. And then I did a back loop to kind of make to get it to turn up. And then I just kept working in the round with a half double.
There you go.
Yeah, I haven't watched the video of Jada's, but I know she's got one up. I'll just see if I can find it on my iPad for you and have it. Bet you I can't find her.
Ladies, I'm going to let y'all take the lead for a minute, and I'm going to run to the little girl's room.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
All right.
Okay. Did you say hi to Edna or Eden?
Eden.
Actually, I was going to say hi to Eden and to Miguel came in. I was going to say goodnight to Shirley.
I was just seeing where you were at. Okay.
Yeah, that's where I was. And Eden was saying this was the first time in chat. And you know what? I'm going to drop the link one more time, although we'll be heading out before too long. But in case somebody else wants to come up, of course, they can't come up until I come back, but I'll at least drop that link since we've got some more people coming in here.
I don't know if you can see it while it's paused.
Okay, I did see that. It's like a granny stitch pouch or something. Yeah. I did see that. I didn't watch it, but I saw that it posted.
I think this might be a better way of looking at it.
Oh, that's really cute.
Yeah, but that's what I thought.
Yeah, I did see that because I was when she had her Tunisian, when I went to get this month's Tunisian pattern, I did see that.
Because I thought that was that'll make a cute little maybe something like if new mums had the dummies with the covering on it, if they needed spare they could put it in there. And they can put it in the nappy bag or put something in there, something different. different.
Yeah.
And I thought even to these pouches would be good too when they're string.
Mhm.
They can throw them in as well, sort of. When I seen that, I thought, oh, that'd be a good idea to do as well.
Yeah. When I started making these, I was doing them with the crocodile stitch, but then those take a really long time, and I thought, I can whip these out faster. So,
Yeah.
for the little dice pouches, but
It's funny how you work out which stitch is quicker to work with.
yes. And I mean, and I like the half double gives them like just a tiny bit of texture, but not really. But just like a different.
So did you use cotton yarn or acrylic yarn?
Let's see. This one is cotton,
Mm-hmm.
but these two are acrylic. The shiny one is cotton and metallic. It's kind of a mixture. Most of them are acrylic. Like this little one is acrylic.
Well, that's not. Oh, I like that color. That's nice.
This is one of the mandala ombres, the color Happy.
Okay, yeah.
So, and this is from the same one. It's just the next set of the next.
The next bit up, yeah. It's funny how you use the same wool or cotton. You start off one way, and when you do the next one, it's a different color altogether.
Exactly. It's really neat.
I find that also with the variegator wool. When you're doing like a hat or whatever, some bits you might get the same color, and other bits it just works out so
Yeah, it
different.
kind of pulls different. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Eden says Bob Ross is great.
Good on you, Eden.
Let's see. I was
She's
going through the
always.
stuff here. Yeah.
Oh God.
Did she see this post that Candy put about pray for her coworker?
Maybe that's the one. I was sort of seeing little bits of chat, and maybe that's the one that they said sorry about your loss.
Yeah, it says her coworker Aaron's uncle passed away this morning.
Oh,
We could keep him
that,
in our prayers.
it's shocking, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's. I went to our local laundromat last night. Well, would have been last night for me, and there was a man there. He came from North Queensland down. He's doing a road trip. He was saying that he found his mate in his truck dead.
Oh wow.
And he only found him yesterday morning. I'm thinking, wow. And when he rang his wife to tell him, the wife went, yeah, and?
What?
I'm thinking, how heartless can you be?
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
And then the police had rang the daughter, and the daughter said, oh, yeah, I was talking to him 6:30 the night before. He said he was short of breath. And I said to the man, but why didn't she ring an ambulance?
Right? Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Oh, I'm thinking, how heartless can you be?
That's bad.
Oh, it is. Some people are just so heartless.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought, oh, it's just times like this. We've had a rough 2 years
Mm-hmm.
as it is.
Right. But I mean, for your own family to think that, I mean, that's just.
There's a lot of families out there that think like that too, which is a shame.
True.
But what can we do? Can't change the world.
That's true.
You know.
Let's cruise on with her chat over here. So, hi,
Yeah.
Lori Hobson. Oh, I bet it's
Hi,
hot
Lori.
in the Let's see.
I haven't seen flip flops and lollipops come in yet.
I haven't, and I haven't seen Trish come in.
No, Trish is another one I haven't seen either. Oh, hi, Margie. I just seen your comment.
Margie, I like to use the For my washcloths, I like to use it's not the linen stitch. What's it called? Oh, I've got a tutorial for it on my channel. It's you single crochet in one, then you double crochet in the next, then you single crochet, then double. And then when you go back the opposite way, you do opposite. So you work a double on the single. Oh, what is that
yes.
called?
I think was it Doris from Rose Cottage?
Mm-hmm.
I think she's done that one.
I think it's the lemon peel.
She's done, she called it the lemon peel plus the seed stitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think she
the
called
first
it.
one might be called the griddle stitch too, maybe. But I like that one because it gives it just a little bit of texture, but it's a really nice fabric and it works up really fast. I like it.
Margie, if you're not subscribed to Doris the Rose Cottage Studio at the moment, she's doing dishcloths.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's got a whole summer series going for her.
Yeah, and she's got I think she's up to week 5 now. Doing I was just watching it before I came on to Cynthia's. And she goes through stages. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Looks like we're saying the same thing. That Rose Cottage has them. Yep.
Yeah.
I like the rice stitch too. It gives it texture.
Yeah. That's what I like about coming on. You see a lot of people that are in the same community as you, and it's, if I miss something, I know someone else will know. Will know.
Mm-hmm.
And I did a lot of all my washcloths are just done in the acrylic yarn because that's what I've gotten. But I am going to go and buy some cotton wool just to see what the difference is.
Mm-hmm. I like the cotton for my washcloths, but I like acrylic for my face scrubbies. I mean, I do have some. I have a tutorial on my channel for cotton face scrubbies, but I like the acrylic because it exfoliates it better.
Yeah, and I do like Cynthia's and Trish's. What do you call them? The
bathroom.
Yeah.
Oh, I realized I didn't show anything tonight. Yep, the poof.
The poof.
I made one of those. The only problem with mine is it never wants to dry.
Oh, really?
See, Cynthia, I'm not like you. I just leave it hanging in the shower. So I'll use it all week and then, so like I got in there the next day. I was like, oh, it's cold. It's still wet. But yeah.
Put under the hot water until it warms up.
I do. Don't tell Cynthia. Shh.
Yeah, we're always washing towels here. I will not use a washcloth, a hand towel, or a towel over. Now, the hand towels, I use a hand towel all day long. But like if we've been gone all day to work, then I might switch my hand towels every 2 days. But once I've used a washcloth or a towel, yep, that's it. But that's because I watched Montel way back 20 years ago, and it showed under a microscope all the little germs and stuff.
With the dish sponges. Those kind of gross me out, but I still do that with my washcloths.
So y'all, I thought I wasn't gonna get back to y'all. I come out in the bathroom and Mr. Joyful was talking. I said, "Well, baby, I'm still on my live." And he's like, "Oh, I thought because you went to the bathroom." I'm like, no, I made him just take over. He's like, "Oh, well, tell him I said I'll see him in a minute." And I said, "Yes, you can talk to them in a minute." But he was just and they're talking away to me, and I was like, "I gotta go."
We'll have this fun.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Pam. What were you saying?
Well, Miguel was asking what pattern you're using for the poof. It was Creative Grandma? No.
Yes, it's Glenda from Creative Grandma, Miguel. And they're very easy to make. And like Trish was saying, that very last row, it still is as easy as peasy, but oh my gosh, it takes forever. It feels like the never-ending story, But
is that the one that I made is basically you're just working in the round continually, and then because you're putting so many stitches, that's what makes it start to curl up on itself. Is that how that one is?
It is. It is. Yes.
So when you start using it, it flattens out like a washcloth.
Oh, does it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then
we'll be finding out because this one's our first, and it's our house. So
we'll have to wait for Mr. Joyful to try it.
I know, right? He will give you his opinion. Miss Sweet Sylvia, you probably left this message a while back. But she says, "Hi, Cynthia, who's with you? And how are you doing, Mija? I'm not, I love you. Hi, everybody. I hope you're having a good Friday." So she's had a really rough day today. She not only did dialysis, but they also took the cast off her foot and replaced the cast on that foot and put a cast on the other foot as well.
Oh no.
So had a really, really hard day today. But
Poor
Sylvia, I have Pam with Be Creative. Help me, Pam.
Be Creative Crafts.
Be Creative Crafts. And then I have Lisa with Lisa Knits on the panel with me right now.
Oh, and I was gonna tell everybody while you were gone, if you type drop, if you have a channel, it'll drop your channel link.
That's right. Thank you. Yes, if you will type the word drop, it'll automatically drop your channel. And hello, Sweet Racine. She says, "Be Creative Crafts for Pam. I gave you some yarn." And there was a couple other people that threw some yarn in your window too. And y'all, guess what? Dun, 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 dun.
Hello. I have something to tell you all, just to kind of give anybody in the panel who doesn't know me. I ride in the semi with my husband, and I have an upper bunk that has a lot of eggs. And I have some yarn. If anybody can tell me if they've ever seen it, and if you have it in your stash, what the name of it is. But for the pattern that I'm going to show you, if you want a really scrunchy tablecloth or a scarf or a nice sealed where there's no holes for a baby blanket, Bag O'Day just went and made a new pattern, and she's calling it the feather stitch. But here's the yarn. It's got red, white, and blue and yellows and greens in it. But guess what? It didn't have a label on it. It's got some fuzzies in it. I don't know if you can kind of see some peeling, but when you put the feather pattern together, this is what it looks like.
That is beautiful.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And when you flip it over to the other side, it's the same exact thing. And you do half double crochet on the bottom. It's an even stitch, but when I'm challenging myself to learn hard pattern stitches. And BJ's in the chat. She can tell you. I just started this about 40 minutes ago, and it is so squishy. I mean, it's really thick, if you guys can see. But I just wanted to ask a question. If anybody keeps coming back to the channel, if you've ever seen this, I don't know where I got it from. I don't know how long I've had it in my. You know how we have our stash hidden from our husband? My husband's sitting right over here in the driver's seat, so I'm telling on myself. But that was my question. If anybody has ever seen that, give me a holler. But I've heard it, and it's a one row repeat after you get through the first 3 stitches to get your foundation pattern set up, and then it's just a one row repeat. But I just wanted to come on and say, I need some help.
I've seen the Bag a Day pattern, but I can't help you with the wool.
I know. I've not seen it either. That is gorgeous yarn, though, Racine.
Yes.
That is really pretty.
You. But I was going to make it a scarf because I just have the one. I mean, it's a pretty good hunk of yarn. I was going to make a scarf, but I just had a granddaughter. She was born on the 4th of April.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
He says, why don't you make her a blanket? Well, when you only have one skein of yarn, you really don't know how much is in it, how big is it. So I thought, if nothing else, it's this wide.
It really pulls nice.
Yes,
you can't mix different colors with it, like go not a dark red but a light red, or mix a color in that you've got in there. to
Oh,
make
like
that
so,
skein go longer.
and I have some. So like cut it off and then add some dark yet and then reconnect it and
Yeah,
Yeah, like
Okay.
stripe
and
it.
then that way that skein that you don't know about might last longer.
VJ wants you to hold it up again. The ball of the yarn.
okay.
There you go, VJ. Do you recognize?
Oh, wait, let me.
Can you put me big again? There we
Yep.
go. But it's got red, white. It's the main color. It's wrapped around white, and then you've got red, white, and blue, and green and yellow in it. But I don't know how much I have here. So I've got some red here that I was making at Easter. You make a square, and then you cinch it up like a triangle, and you make little bunnies. So if you want to see it, it's over on one of my podcasts. But I've got some red, so I'm going to take your guys's. And Tom says, "Oh, that would look really nice." And
I would add some color. I would add whatever colors that you've got in that skein of wool. I would
okay,
sort of try and match it and then that way it makes it wider and longer for the baby.
so should I take it out? Because I put like 60 stitches to make like a little throw blanket. Should I make like 120, 140 stitches and just make like a little square swatch blanket?
Oh, I go. Me personally, what I would do, I would start off with your 60. Then, if you want to make the new granddaughter another one, then go the
Okay.
120 stitches. And so, as the
Okay.
child grows, you make that blanket wider and longer.
Okay.
I like that.
I did that with my niece's little girl. When she was born, I went straight off and did 150. I
Yeah.
knitted a blanket, but I knitted it from when she was born. So now she's in a bed, it'll go now fold better on the bed. But I made that mistake. I should have started off with a smaller one, and as she
Okay.
grows, yeah. So now that she's just had twins, I'm going to do. I'll make the twins blankets now. I'll do them at 200 stitches, and I'll go wider. That's
so this
just
is
what
kind of
I
like
would
my
do.
So this would be like my practice swatch.
Yeah, that's what I would do, but I don't know about anybody else what they would do, but that's what I would do. Do the little one first,
Okay.
even if it's enough just to cover the baby when it comes out of hospital, in and out the car, or if they're in the bassinet, just enough to cover to keep warm, and then graduate and go bigger.
That would be
But
a really good thing because she was born. She weighed 7 pounds 6 ounces, but her mom was feeding her, and she dropped down to 5 and 6 ounces.
Oh, wow.
And she just came out of the hospital on Monday, and she's now back up to 7 pounds 15 ounces. So I mean, she's just so tiny.
Oh my God, that's a lot of baby weight to drop so quickly too.
For me, that's why I would make the smaller one first. Because the first few months, they're going to be like that. That's what I would do, is do a smaller one. And even if the mum's out feeding, at least it's a blanket to cover. Because you know how some mums get a bit funny breastfeeding in public?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you can use that blanket for covering. And then people say, oh, what a cute baby. And they're not going to actually see anything else.
Well, I'll send pictures over on Facebook if anybody wants to join me. Just look at me at Racing Jackson, and if not, Cynthia, when you come back on throughout the week, when I get it done, I'll come up and show the progress. But thank you for all the good ideas. I'll go back down into the chat to see whoever else. Yes.
Before you go, it's not the same yarn, but I wanted to show you something that it reminds me of what you have. Hang on, let me. This kind of reminds me of what you're working with.
It does.
Oh, yeah.
This is loops and thread.
Okay. How many ounces or yards are in it?
This has, see, this is a light 3, it says.
And this looks like from what I've worked in the past of a light 3.
But it says that it has 308 yards and it's 3.5 ounces, 100 grams. And
Do
it's
you
from
remember where
high
you
blend.
bought it?
I'm sorry.
Hiya. Do you remember where you bought it?
Loops and Threads is going to be Michael's.
Probably
Okay.
so. Let me see.
I love how you're scooting around, Cynthia.
Yeah, and y'all are seeing too that I also changed into my pajama bottom. So sorry. I got comfortable.
Oh, we would have never known. It matches your shirt.
I would have never guessed.
This says I got it on clearance. That's for sure.
Don't you love that?
Yeah. But it's not even showing me on the tag.
I'm pretty sure Loops and Threads is Michael's brand.
So
Okay.
but see how
Yeah, I
tiny
think-
these are? That reminds me exactly what you're working with.
It does, because I even see that, like, the peeling
Yes.
fuzzy,
Yep,
because
it's
it has,
definitely got the halo. You see it there.
Mm-hmm.
yes, the halo, and it's so soft.
It is. It's very squishy soft.
So
VJ
I've got,
said it might be puzzle yarn too.
I've never shot puzzle yarn, and I was looking because I used to put on the ball bands where I got it, the date and how much I paid for it.
okay.
Let me see if I can find one.
Well, I've got some red in here that it's the perfect color. So I'm gonna play with it, and if I get it and I see how long it is, I'll see if I like it, and then I can give it to, because we're gonna be seeing my granddaughter back in August, and it will be perfect size for her, just something to cuddle in.
And then with by August too, if you don't like the colour, at least she can lay it on the floor and it gives her a bit of warmth while she's on the floor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can lay it flat and she can use it as a play mat or something.
Right.
You're right. It was Michael's. I
Okay,
got
Mike.
it in April of 2020, and it was normally $4.99, and I paid $2.97.
That's a good
Wow.
buy.
Mm-hmm.
With moving
So-
stuff around, I may have the label in one of the bags up on top. I gotta whisper because my husband's starting
Don't
to
tell,
look at
yeah, I
me
was going to say, don't tell
like,
husband.
"What is there, girl?"
You're cleaning that bunk out.
I'm gonna have some more when I get home
Hey.
next week.
But just think, Racine, if he cleans out your toast, that means you stop more at Michael's and Joanne's and buy more wool.
That's right.
Well, yes, Racine, do
Thank you,
consider
Mike.
coming
You guys
back.
have a good one. I'll see you back in the chat.
Well, I hope you'll come back next Friday and show us what you've got done.
I will.
That would be good to see,
Okay.
yes.
Oh, wait. Not next Friday, the next Friday. I was going to tell
Okay, that'd be
everybody it's
perfect.
Memorial Weekend next weekend. So we're not going to have any, I'm not going to do any lives next Friday.
And I'll be at home cleaning out the bunk, like my husband just said. So we'll see you in 2 weeks.
It's a date. Thank you.
Welcome.
You guys, I did want to jump back up in the chat a minute. You were talking that you saw that somebody had passed. It was Candy's coworker. So she
Yeah.
was asking for prayer for her coworker. So please keep her coworker in your prayers.
Yeah, his uncle.
What's that?
His uncle.
Yes, thank you. And so I've just kind of been trying to go through this. I know we need to get off of here because movie night starts in a few minutes and I got to finish getting ready.
Well, we went through your chat while you went to the bathroom.
Good. Thank
So,
you. Thank you.
we've covered all that.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I went to the bathroom and hung out in the hallway with my husband.
Yep.
And I've already got the
Oh, look at you. Sweet.
Oh, Cynthia, I went live last night by myself at midnight.
And you told
I
no
would have been
one.
in bed.
I didn't tell anybody. I didn't know. And I did it through StreamYard so I could learn how to click all the buttons. And I actually
Look at
had
me going. I'm writing myself a post-it note, so I will watch you tomorrow.
it
I was
bad.
actually I was actually watching one of Sunita's yesterday, something about she was doing a test run.
That's what I did. I named it Test Live or something.
Speaking of tomorrow,
Hi,
Miss
Sunita.
Miss
Because she's in
Pam-
down the bottom.
Okay. Miss Pam will be on Miss Connie's live tomorrow.
Yes, I will. Just another stitch.
Yes. So everyone needs to make sure they check that out.
And I'm gonna have to get out of there super quick because my daughter-in-law's sister scheduled a baby shower, which they said, oh, it's gonna be in June on a Sunday. Okay, that works for me. So I get the invite, and it's on Saturday, this Saturday at 2:00.
Oh wow.
I was like,
that
no.
worked out well for you.
I was like, well, I'll be there. I just might be late. But it'd look bad if Pom Pom missed the baby shower.
Yeah, can't have that.
Yeah, no.
Well, I am looking forward to your time with Connie tomorrow. And hello, Jeannie, and thank you for getting us straight that it definitely is. Lori did as well. It was Michael's and it was Loops and Thread. So,
well, I'll be watching the replay, Pam, because you're on way too early for me. I'm in Nine-Night Land then.
Yeah. So what time is midnight here? So it's in the morning there now, right? So
Yeah, we're 11:45 on a Saturday.
okay.
So it depends where you are in the US to how far ahead I am to you. Some are 13. In between 13 and 18 hours, I could be ahead.
Well, you might have actually been awake. It would have been like night for you, like early night maybe, because it's 7:45 my time night.
Because I do know some of Connie's will come on for me around about 2-3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, you're talking about the one from tomorrow. Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So it depends. Sometimes like I do go on to Ursula's lives, and she's only 8. And then because then it depends on my daylight savings as well, which we're not in it at the moment. So Ursula is 8 hours behind me. So when it's 8 o'clock at night, Monday night here, it's lunchtime for her at 12 o'clock.
So you're 14 hours from me. There's a 14-hour difference between you and I.
And see, and then that's South Carolina, that's 14 hours. And where are you, Pam?
I am in Tennessee. It is 7:45 p.m. right now for me.
And I have a friend who is in, I'm just looking it up. I've got a friend who is in, hang on, wrong way, who is in Arkansas, Little Rock, and she's exactly 15 hours behind me.
Wow. Okay, I think Little Rock and I are the same time zone.
So, yeah, that'd probably make you, 15 hours.
Yep.
Because Pam and I are an hour different.
And then if I go to watch Krista on The Secret Yarnery, she's actually 7 hours behind me.
Okay. Well, that's not as bad as I was thinking.
So,
I think she comes on here at like 9 o'clock in the morning because I watched her this morning. I think it was at 9.
Yeah, and because I had, I'm going to mute you for a minute.
Okay. Look at little Sassy Britches right there. She said she went live again today. Miss Anita.
I missed it. Let's see. Racine, I am about 45 minutes southwest of Nashville. So northwest. So you're above Memphis, and yeah.
Sorry, my neighbors.
Sorry. Are they arguing again?
With the dog.
Oh, gosh.
And because my window faces their backyard, and they're so close. So, yeah. Yeah, so Krista, she's 7 hours behind me, so she's 3:46.
Okay.
But then when I go to daylight savings, she'll go 8 hours behind me, and then Ursula will go 9 hours. I think Linda's about 11 hours behind me. So yeah, that's what I say. It depends where you guys are in the US to how far behind you are. And then when I say to people, "Oh, it's this time," they go, "No, yeah," until I type in, "I'm in Australia." But Pam, this will tell you how crazy it is in Australia. If I go south to South Australia, they're half an hour behind me. So I'm at 10:49. They're about 11:20, 10:20. Western Australia, they're 2 hours behind me.
Oh my goodness.
That half hour would be kind of freaky. That would mess with my mind worse than an hour.
I know,
But
right?
Then if I go up the other way, up north, the Australian Capital Territory and New South Wales and Tasmania, which Tasmania was joined to Australia until it broke and they went down where they are. We're all on the same time zone. Then when I get to Queensland, I think they're about an hour and a half behind, or an hour. Then I go up to the Northern Territory, which is the top end. They're about an hour behind as well.
Wow.
And the only states in Australia that do daylight savings is Victoria, ACT, New South Wales, and Tasmania. And it will even tell you that you guys, like Cynthia was saying, we've got Queen's birthday weekend coming up in June, which is about, I think, the 13th. I think, Cynthia, did you say that was a long weekend for you guys?
Memorial weekend.
Yeah. So that's opposite. So, but in Victoria, we all celebrate the Queen's birthday weekend, but Western Australia, I think, Labor Day. We have Labor Day in March for Victoria, ACT, New South Wales. Western Australia celebrate theirs in June, July, so later again. Yeah, so great place to be in, but you just got to think, okay, I need to ring that plate. Oh, God damn, they're on a public holiday. So
that's what Krista from the Secret Yarnery was saying. They were trying to move, but it was the president's birthday, and everything shuts down. And so they couldn't move during the long weekend because everything was shut down for the president's birthday. So
it's like with our say with our Centrelink, which is the government thing. If we get a public holiday in Victoria, they because it's a long weekend, they shut down. But you forget that Western Australia or Queensland don't have that public holiday, but then they're still open. Like in November, we have what they call Melbourne Cup, which is a horse race, which is supposed to stop the nation, but it only stops Victoria. That's our public holiday in Victoria. But everyone else is working in Australia, apart from Victoria. So it's sort of one of those things that you've got to it's too much to get your head around.
You got to constantly thinking. Lori says there's just no uniformity there, Lisa.
No. That's just how I love it. And one thing about it, if you ever come to Melbourne because you get 4 seasons in one day.
That sounds like the South.
Okay, watching a Australian show called Hollow has helped me understand what you're talking about so much better. Okay, I've never watched Hollow. And Angela, if you do, and if you can get it, I think I might have said to Cynthia once before, I watch a show called Highway Patrol.
Yeah.
And it's like your version of Cops, but not as bashful. It goes on about speeding fines, warrants. You get pulled over because you're on a mobile phone. You get pulled over because you're not wearing your seatbelt, and how they argue and there's also too, if Angela's into watching it, I don't know, but we also got a cooking show called the Australian Bake Off. It's the same as the I do the Kiwi one, and I do the Kenyan one,
Uh-huh.
and I do and the British one. I was going to say, I'm sure there's 4 I watch.
I've watched the British one. Have you watched this one that Sunita was asking about?
Do you a chef name? She's a. Oh, I don't know if I've heard of her, unless of course she's been on a show called MasterChef, and I don't watch that one.
We've got Master Chef here too.
I was gonna say I like watching Master Chef.
Yeah, we have we've got that, but I don't know whether I've heard of that one. I'm going to have to look her up and check her out and see what she's like. Thank you, Sunita. Something for me else to watch.
Cynthia, what time do you go live?
What?
Pardon?
When is your next thingy?
Well, I was fixing to say, ladies, we're going to have to wrap this up because I got 6 minutes before movie night starts. Mr. Bluff and I got to get set up. But before we go, you know, I always have to leave y'all with a joy basket moment. And I've got to pull something up. I'm not going to do our little devotional book. I'm going to kind of go rogue again. But there were some things that were going. What's that?
That's the best way.
Right.
Go rogue.
I was doing some things, and, you know, as I shared, I ended up having an allergic reaction to an antibiotic over last weekend and the beginning of this week. And, you know, we try not to question God. We know he's got the reins, and he knows what's best. He sees the bigger picture. But sometimes, you know, we're human and we doubt sometimes. And so I wrote something after I apologized to him for probably the umpteenth thousand gazillion bazillion whatever time, and it certainly probably will not be the last. But anyway, and so God has led me to share it with you. It's very small, but this is what I wrote. On seeing ourselves as God sees us, we can have in life whatever we're willing to be. For ultimately, being and having are the same. When we grant ourselves permission to live the life we want to live, there is little in the world that can stop us. Our weakness is often simply a weakness of faith, believing more in the limitations of the world than in the limitlessness of God. In fact, there is no limit to what's possible in our lives, because God does not just think, he knows we are unlimited beings, because this is how we were created. This is how he has created each of us. So our task is to learn to see ourselves as he sees us, totally light, totally loved, and totally empowered. No matter our circumstances in the present time, stay encouraged, because ultimately we know and rely on the power that brings us together and moves us forward. There is no coincidences, only God incidences. Anyway, so I hope that helps somebody.
Very nice.
It does.
And again, look at me today. Just 3 days later, I mean, 3 days ago, I was still just, but look, and you saw me walking around and I'm doing great. So, I mean, that just goes again. If anything, I hope, you know, my testimony doesn't grow wearisome or boring, you know, or mundane. I hope it's just a constant reminder that God is in control, and that with him, all things are possible. And no matter what your circumstances today, be encouraged, because he's going to move you forward and he's going to move you to something else. And you have to be ready. But we don't need to focus on the limits or the limitations that the world has. We need to focus on the fact that God is limitlessness, and with him, all things are possible, right?
Yep.
So,
yep, that's right.
And even
And the world's the oyster.
is permanent, I mean, have y'all ever heard of the person called Joni Eareckson?
No, I don't think so.
I can remember back in the 80s, and when I was in high school, I first learned of Joni. She was at the lake with friends, and she dived off of a dock, and it was shallow water, and she became paralyzed from the neck down. And I mean, as a teenager, can you imagine? But she took that limit of her body, and she could only move her head, and she became a writer and a painter by putting the pen and the paintbrush in her mouth. And so I always try to think about things like that, you know, that even in situations that do create some sort of limit or limitations, there's still room for growth and adventure. You just got to be willing. And it goes back to, oh my gosh, that banner I had up a couple weeks ago. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
I remember her story, but I didn't remember her name.
Yep, Joni Eareckson. And I think it's Tata is her married name now. Joni Eareckson Tata. Right here. The difference between adversity and adventure is attitude. And that's everything anyway. You know, when you get up and get dressed in the morning, make sure you check your attitude. Because
you know
however
what
your attitude is going to determine the day you have.
Yep.
You know what? And they're the type of people that we can learn from.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep.
I have a sign in my craft room. I think it says attitude is everyone, pick a good one. Or something like that.
Say it again.
I think it says attitude is everything, pick a good one.
Oh, I like that. Yes.
I'll have to find it. I'll show it next time.
Several of you are commenting that you've heard of Joni Eareckson Tata. Yep. By the way, hello, Connie. We were just talking about you earlier, my sweet friend, about how Miss Pam and you are going to be entertaining us tomorrow afternoon. So excited, or I guess it's morning, really, because y'all are going live 10:30, both your time, right?
12:30.
Okay. Y'all might have changed the time.
I think it's 12:30.
Okay. Don't listen to me. I know it was 11:30 my time, 10:30 when Connie and I went live last Saturday, but
yeah,
or the Saturday we went, whatever. Okay, moving on. They're tomorrow, y'all. Look for them. No, Connie, you're in here, sweet. Tell us exactly what time it is.
I finished.
Look at you. Hello, Mel. Welcome in.
I've got to put this in now.
Yes, 12:30.
Thank you, Racine. Yes, Sharon. She was paralyzed.
And Lori said she met her when she was in, she spoke at her elementary school, I think is what it said.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting.
Ooh.
Mel, you said, is that a movie? What's the name of it? I'm not sure. What I was describing about Joni's, you know, I don't know if they ever made a movie of that. I know there's a book out, and I know she's written several around her, you know, circumstances. Yes, Eden, I completely agree. The attitude you have is everything. Connie says, it is hot here in Louisiana. Can some of y'all send some cold weather to us?
Lisa can. I
can send you can. I can send you some. I don't even think our weather's changed since my last. Oh, well, it's just actually gone to 12 degrees.
Wow.
I look up the Fahrenheit so I can tell you guys, but we're 12 degrees. We're supposed to get a high of 16.
A high.
What's that? About 54?
Says that so casually.
Yeah.
I know.
It's still 83 here.
Connie, every time I think about Louisiana, and I know it's got a season, and if I'm correct, this is the season for it, but oh my gosh, Louisiana crawdads. My gosh, my mouth is watering. Angela says, check out Tony Melendez. He has no arms and plays the guitar with his feet. I've seen him in real life several times. Yep, that is awesome. And that's what we're talking about. Connie says,
a movie. It's
What's
called
that?
Joni. Lori said there is a movie and it's called Joni.
Is there really? Oh my gosh, I want to see that. Thank you for telling us.
It looks like we know what you're going to be watching, Cynthia. Joni.
Right? Yep. Connie did confirm it is 12:30 Central Standard Time tomorrow, so that would be 1:30 Eastern Standard Time. And she's let me know that our live from yesterday, Trish and I were on Connie's channel yesterday for the Joyful Yarnivores yesterday morning, and there was just some issues with YouTube, some glitches that had to be worked out. Connie says her AC is on full blast.
Mine too.
So, yeah, I was telling my husband, I always tell y'all how cold I am all the time. I'm gonna tell you what, that air conditioner was on full blast in the office today, and I was loving every minute of it. And when I walked out that door to go to my car, it was like literally like you couldn't breathe. It was so hot, that heat just cut through you. It was like, dang. So that's why I said when I got on here, y'all are seeing, South Carolina heat look here.
That's what this is. Hot Mess Express right here.
Yep. Oh, yes, Connie.
That's us at Christmas time when we have Christmas.
Right.
Now, Connie's just done gone and made my mouth completely water, my stomach growling, and I'm not even hungry. Gumbo, jambalaya. I'm not sure what that other one is. Etouffee?
I think so.
Huh? Yeah.
I think that's what yeah.
So, all right, everyone. It is 5 minutes past the hour, and I'm supposed to be in my movie night.
I'm gonna make Connie extra hungry because I'm gonna make some lunch.
Mr. Joyful better bring a really great sweet treat to movie night. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, and you know what? Mr. Joyful needs to share.
He needs to what? Oh, share.
Needs to share. He makes my mouth water every time he brings something.
Well, I told him tonight, I put in a request. I said, you can still surprise me, but because it is so hot, whatever it is, please make it cold. So I'm either hoping for ice cream or frozen pie or...
When you go down further, Eden's gone, I'm waiting to know what Mr. Joyful's bringing for dessert. That's the best part of the night. What's he bringing?
I know, right? No, the best part of the night is me eating it.
You too, Miss BJ.
It's all about what's for dessert.
We're 1 hour north of Fort Smith, Arkansas, and it got up to 96. Oh my gosh, yes.
Ooh.
Let's see. So now, remember when we started at 7, it was 88 degrees. So here we are at 9:06 my time. And it's now 80. So we've lost only 8 degrees. Only 8 degrees.
Mine says it's 81. So.
Oh my gosh.
And we've gained 5 degrees.
But you're still cold.
Thank you.
I looked it up. When we first started, I Googled it, and it was 40 Fahrenheit there. 41, 42, somewhere around in there. Whatever you said it was, I looked.
Yeah. When I said 7 degrees, I thought I'll put in the Fahrenheit. I think it said it was 44.4. So we must be about 49 Fahrenheit by now, hopefully.
Wow. Yes, all of my movie friends are getting their teas ready so they can put their friends to sleep so they can win the points. Angela says daughter is doing her first loom pot holder tonight, and when she makes a mistake, she says she needs to frog it. I love it. I love it.
If I make a mistake, you know what my philosophy is? Oh, I've made a mistake. It's okay. Just keep going. Because when I've seen the mistake, it's too far down and I'm not fogging it.
I'll tell you, I got Megan's comment up on the screen. I was going to say, hello, Megan, and welcome in. I tried to call you earlier after work, but that's Megan's philosophy. As y'all know, she's working on her first project ever in crochet. She just learned to crochet, not even 5-6 weeks ago.
So, yeah.
And she chose to start working on a baby blanket. And I was like, you don't want to start with a big project, but she did. She's making it for her sweet little kitty cat. And she'll stop and show me. And, of course, I can see it. And I'll be like, well, if you take those 15 stitches out, you can correct that mistake. And she's like, it's just for my cat. I'm trying to learn. And I felt like, you know what? This little girl's teaching me a lesson. Just
Uh-huh.
hush. Let me do my thing. Let me get the process down. And then we'll come back and make something and do it right, you know? So I'm
I
like,
finished.
look at her teaching me some life lessons.
Isn't it funny when I get on here with you guys? Look, I finished.
Finish it. Look at you.
She does. She finishes a project every time.
And Mr. Joyful says I do things slowly. I do, but when you get in the mode of listening and talking, you forget you're doing a project.
And it goes
Right.
further. So I looked, you did tell what it was. So what I Googled was, okay, so 81 degrees is 27.2 Celsius.
Wow.
So that's what it is here at my house right now, still.
That's us going from spring to summer.
Yep.
Wow.
That's what it is here.
Thank you, Margie, for throwing some yarn into Racine's
With-
window.
it's with
And
the
Sanita says she's ready for movie night.
So that means, Sunita, can I cheat off you tonight or today?
VJ says it is 82, but it feels like 86.
That's
Margie's
Oh.
getting ready. She's not going to drink y'all's tea tonight. She says she's going to get her some coffee.
All right, so I've got a few choices. I can do Jen, Mare, Margie, VJ, or Megan, or who was the other one? Sunita. Okay. You know what my philosophy? I don't watch Call the Midwives. If I see someone answer and I go, hang on, is it true or is it false? My hand will, and then I'll see about 4 truths. Oh, it must be true. I'll just go true.
You are creatively playing. That's how it is. VJ says her 9-year-old made a video doing loom knitting. That is awesome. I love it. I love hearing young kids get started in crafting of any kind. That is awesome, VJ. Thank you for sharing that.
And VJ, do you have that video up? Because I've got loom knitting there too, and I'm struggling to learn how to do it. So if she's got a video, can she put it up on her channel?
That would be awesome. Yeah.
If a 9-year-old can do it, I think I can do it too.
That's the spirit. That's the attitude, Lisa. Look at you being all positive and encouraging.
Yeah.
Lori says she wished she could finish her twin set sweater set. Well, bring it to movie night. Come hang out with us. We'll keep you laughing and keep your hands moving.
Laurie, do a Lisa. You'll get it done in movie night.
Do a Lisa. You'll get it done.
Mel says cheat off a Jen.
Yes.
Yep.
Angela says her daughter is 6. All right, you guys. I do need. Mel says copy off of Jen. She has all the answers. Jen says she calls it creative strategy. Oh, wow. And Lori said she started looming at 5.
Oh. So I'll go to Laurie's channel instead.
Yep. Okay, my friends. I love y'all. We're going to say bye. And I know it's already 9:12. Give me like 3 to 5 minutes to get switched over, and we will be back and ready to start with movie night. VJ says no, she does not have it up. She was playing with VJ's phone. Lisa, I have a loom knit playlist where I learned. Oh, wow.
Right. So I'll be able to go to VJ's and have a look and see what hers is.
Lisa, I have a loom knit playlist where I learned. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay. Jen says, I don't always get them right. Laugh out loud. Mel says, that's not true, Jen. You're a pro. Hello, sweet Christy. Welcome in. She goes, oh, no, I just got here. You can come join us for movie night. If you think this time is fun, oh, my gosh, you've not seen nothing until you've been a part of movie night.
So just hang around back in like 2 minutes.
Yes. Yes. All right. Well, I love you guys, and I'll see you in a few. And for those that are not coming to movie night, thank you again for being here. I look forward to seeing you next week, or maybe in and out of someone else's live or video. And and don't forget, next Friday, we will not have Cup2Hook Conversations or movie night because it is the start of Memorial Weekend. And Mr. Joyful and I are going to we're just going to get out of the house for the weekend. So we're going to enjoy Memorial Weekend. But anyway, hope you guys have a great holiday. If it's not a holiday for you, just enjoy your weekend. And we'll see you back here in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh, I don't like saying that. That sounds like forever.
It does.
Come see you Thursday. Thursday for Purple Yarnivores.
Yes, that is true. We will still be here next Thursday. That is true. Thank you.
But Friday for me for Purple Yarnivores.
And that will be on my channel. So
What?
And that's Friday for me for Purple Yarnivores.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Or Joyful Yarnivores. Sorry. Joyful Yarnivores.
Joyful Yarnivores. Yes. Okay. Well, I'll see y'all in a few minutes. Just got to switch things over. Love you guys. Be joyful. Stay crafty in your own way. Make your own joyful creations. And above everything else, always be humble and kind. And I love you. Bye.
Bye.